Fly Away Home. Fly Away Home by J.Edgecombe and S.Martin. Ladybird, ladybird, fly away home. Your house is on fire and your children are flown, a naughty child said in the garden one day. The ladybird gasped, and she fainted away. She fell off her leaf, and she crashed to the ground, where she lay wrong side up, without making a sound. There she is, wrong side up. Look who's looking. A grasshopper saw her. "I do beg your pardon," he said, "but do let me jump you over the garden." He picked her up gently and said, "I'll get you home," and he jumped her over a small garden gnome. He was jumping so quickly he couldn't quite see, which is probably why he crashed into a tree. There he is. The grasshopper jumping over the gnome, and he's about to crash into the tree. The ants saw what happened. "We'll help her," they said. "You better stay here and look after your head." From one to another they pushed her along, because ants, although little, are really quite strong. They pushed and they pulled, and they got into a muddle, when they stopped at the edge of a puddle. There you go. There's the ants. There are the ants pushing her, pulling her along to the edge of the puddle. That's the edge of the puddle where they're about to get into a muddle. Oh, pretty. We can't get across it. Who'll help her, they said. A dragonfly buzzed as he flew overhead. "I'll take her," he told them. "Put her on my back." And the ants stood on each other to make a big stack. They lifted her up, and the dragonfly caught her, and he buzzed her over the puddle of water. There it is. He got her over safely. He dropped her on sight of a spider who gave him a bit of a fright. "She has to get home. Please don't eat her," they said. But Miss Spider already had breakfast in bed. She let down a thread to pick her up off the ground. They pulled her up to her home safe and sound. Wow, that looks cool. Look at the ladybird and the spider, and that's her home. Wonder what's happening inside. Let's go have a look. The ladybird woke and was happy to see her home and her family all safe in her tree. They were all safe and sound, the whole ladybird bunch, and the ladybird husband was cooking her lunch. She squealed with delight and gave her children a hug and said, "All in the world, I'm the happiest bug." There you go, that's a good story. So she got home safely. And that's the end of the story. Keep on reading. May the books be with you.